Hi guys, this is round 1 of the Clutch Chess The Legends, a match between Garry Kasparov from Russia and Viswanathan Anand. This is the first round. Garry is black, Vishy is white, and Vishy starts the game with e4. We have e6, d4, d5, knight f3, takes, and then we have a nice bishop to c6. Now remember guys, this is just 960, so it's not like the normal chess. Okay, we continue. So we have got knight to e7, queen d3, g6, castles, and a beautiful knight to f5. Alright, knight e2 by white, queen e7, we have g4, knight goes to d6, and then we have got bishop g3, so castles, knight e to c3, and then black develops the last piece in his camp, connecting the rooks, right? Okay, we have got a3, rook d8, takes, and then f4 here. So it looks like Vishy is now going for an attack. He has plans on playing something like maybe this move. Okay, we had knight back to c7, h4 by Vishy, f5, g5, okay, d5, and then Vishy here played h5, which is a very good move. He is bringing the fight in Garry's camp, right, which is always a good thing. Okay, Garry was not afraid of anything here. He just captured. Bishop f3, bishop comes back to e8, rook h1, bishop g6, knight e2, knight goes to e8, and then we have bishop to e1. Now, this is the moment where, in my opinion, chess started considering what really followed here. So it looks like white is attacking and then black is just being on the offensive side and playing very good move to defend, right? But watch how things sort of change, right? Okay, we have got queen to c7, takes, bishop g7, king b1, okay, f5, queen e3, and then Garry here like senses something bad, and then he just removes his king from g8 to f7, knight g1, rook c8, queen back, simply because you just have to defend against this, right? Okay, I've got knight to d6, bishop comes back to e2, and then a beautiful b5 here. So black is also playing aggressively, right? He just is not a fan of waiting. Okay, knight to f3, rook b8, check, take, knight jumps to e4. Very nice move. And then this is a crucial move. I liked it because it stopped black from doing a lot of things here. Black played b4. Okay, a nice move here by not taking. Of course, he just played f4, which is a cool move. The problem is if you take here, your f file will be opened, and then black can play things like rook a8 and then queen to a7 and then try to exploit that a file, right? Okay, it continued with rook to c8. The rook on d3 went to h3. Okay, king e8, bishop s6, rook d8, queen d1, rook d7, queen d4, queen c6, bishop pins the queen and the rook, and then black just sacrifices the rook here. Capture, capture, capture. And then we have bishop to f2. Okay, bishop to b7. Rook comes back to d1. And then queen to e2, which is a very, very good move, simply because you are placing so much pressure on this guy here. Okay, the game continued with bishop e1, queen g4, rook h4, queen to e2, and then he offers an exchange here. Garry plays, okay, no, I will play bishop to h5, rook c1, knight c5, which is a good move, and then white just exchanged here, captures, and then bishop to f2, knight comes back, bishop e3, and then we have this nice move, right? Now, white here played rook to e1, which is a blunder, right? It is a mistake. Black could not find the right, move here to continue and beat his opponent. But the game continued with bishop coming back to c1. Okay, another blunder by black here with knight to g3, rook g1, knight forks the rook and the bishop, bishop on g1 to h1, rook on g1 to h1, and then we have got bishop f2, f3, sorry, rook h3, and then a nice move here, bishop e4. Okay, we have got b3, and then this move is so important, right? Now we have a captures, then we have a take. Now, from the looks of things here, this looks very complicated simply because white is attacking and black is also busy doing his thing, right? Black here has a nice move which could be an open check, but is black in time? That's the question, right? So it's white to play, and white here played check with rook h8. Now, if black here went this way, it was losing. The only way in which black could save his game here was to go this way. Now, this is the way that draws the game, as we will see here. Okay, so king to f7, we have got a check on h7 with the rook. Okay, we have got king g6, another check, king g7, another check, and then they repeated moves, and it was in this position that the game was agreed to a draw. Now, this was a beautiful fight by two legends. I liked how they both fought in a position that wasn't really pointing to one direction, right? No one here would claim I was better in this position or at this time, simply because of how they both played. So, what an amazing game played by both sides. And bye for now, guys. See you in round 2.